ውድ ተማሪዎች እንኳን ወደ አሊ ሳይንስ ቲዩብ ቻናል በሰላም መጣችሁ። ቱዴይ በገነጋን እፍተን ገራ አሊ ሳይንስ ቲዩብ today we will see Ethiopian University entrance exam for grade 12 of 2040 or 50 or 2022 as on biology entrance exam with answer and explanation for question 26 to 50 means part 2 discussions in Afan, Oromo and Amharic. So don't forget like, subscribe my channel so called Ali Science Tube. So let us start our today's discussions. Question number 26. Which one of the following is not regulated by plant hormone? በፕላንት ሆርሞን ሬጉሌትድ የማይሆነው ኦኬን ሆርሞን ብቅላትን ካን ኮንትሮል እንታነ ከሚ ኤ ሲዲ ዲስፐርሳል ቢ ሴል ዲቪዥን ሲ ሴል ኤሎንጌሽን ዲ ፍሩት ripening. The answer is A. Seed dispersal. Let us see explanation. This dispersal is movement and spread or transport to seed away from the parent cell. It takes place by means of wind, water and animal. Seed dispersal can جنون pollination بسنين إساني كففة جوجة كلامه سنين إساني كلين سفاجة ودندا Animalia يمكن بشانة فاجة ودندا يمكن بنسوتا فاجة ودندا يمكن بشانة فاجة ودندا خنافو plant hormone ينتج سجافة ونجر ويجود. So seed dispersal is not regulated by plant hormone, but the other choice are regulated by plant hormone, such as cell division is promoted by cytokinin plant hormone, cell elongation is stimulated by axon, which is the best plant hormone, fruit ripening is also stimulated by ethylene, which is a gaseous plant hormone. كنافو كان نفس cell division, cell elongation, fruits ripening كان جنون هرمون بقلاتين كان كنترول تاني داجو كان cell division cytokinin promoted تا cell elongation axon تاني fruit ripening نمو ethylene hormone, which is gaseous plant hormone. So the answer is A correctly. Okay, question number 27. A plant results from A, cancellation of positive effect of apical dominancy, B, removal of inhibitory effect of axon, C, decreased production of axon by side shoots, D, increased production of axon by main shoots. The bushing plant results from. So the answer is cancellation of A, cancellation of positive effect on the of apical dominance. So let us see explanation. If you cut off growing tip of the plant, it will push out. The side shoots grow quickly once you remove apical dominance from the axon produced by main shoot. So pushing the plant results from cancellation of positive effect of apical dominance. During this time, there is also increased production of axon by side shoot, decreased production of axon by main shoot. So the answer is A, cancellation of positive effect of apical dominance. Yero እንትኑን ቲፕ ግሮ ወደ ላይ የምታድገው ቲፕን የፕላንት ቲፕን ወይ ደግሞ አናቷ ስትቆረጥ አብሮ የሚቆረጠው ምንድነው አፒካል ዶሚናንስ ሪሙቭድ ይሆናል ማለት ነው። በዚህ ጊዜ axon also removed with this from the main shoot ላይ አግዙም አብሮ ተቆርጧል ማለት ነው። so plant pushing it, is result of cancellation of positive effect of apical dominance. During this time ምን ይሆናል አግዙም ፕሮዳክሽኑ ሳይድ ሹት ላይ በጣም ይጨምራል። እንደዛውም አግዙን ፕሮዳክሽን ሜን ሹት ላይ ምን ይሆናል ማለት ነው በጣም ይቀንሳል። ለምን ተቆርጧል? so the answer is A. maal jechuudha kun guddattu kichuu sammuurraa yeroo biqiltuu kichuu sammuurraa yeroo kutan wanti hojii kutamu maali apical dominancein yookiin main shootin ol guddattuun sun kan oxygen hormone keessa argamu murameera jechuudha. yeroo inni kun muramu apical dominance gara olitti biqiltuu sun guddatu yookiin effectin isa kan jiru sun maal murameera jechuudha. yeroo kana biqiltuun gara olitti guddachuu dhiise dalgatti guddata jechuudha. hormonin oxygenin baay'inaan garamitti madda gara dalgaatti yookiin side shoot ላይ ያድ production of oxygen baay'inaan jiraata jechuudha. top main shoot irratti immoo hormonin oxygenin hammi oomishamuu isaa gad baay'ee decreased ta'a. lamin it is removed from the top main shoot. so the answer is A, cancellation of positive effect of apical dominance. Question number 28. Actions such as protection of individual species, reduction of pollution, and reduction of deforestation can be collectively taken as a method of A, agricultural expansion, B, biodiversity expansion, C, fighting global warming, D, fighting soil erosion. so the answer is B, biodiversity conservation. Let us see explanation. Method of biodiversity conservation include protection of individual species, reduction of pollution, reduction of deforestation, which in turn fighting global warming and fighting soil erosion when deforestation is reduced. Also there are also other methods for biodiversity conservation, maintaining habitat, using resource in sustainable way, avoid over exploitation of natural resource, establish national park and sanctuary. so ይሄ ሁሉ individual species protection እስከ establishing national park ያለው ሁሉ ምንድናቸው biodiversity conservation method ማለት ነው። biodiversity ጥበቃ ናቸው ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ ጥያቄ ላይ ተጠየቅነው individual species protection, reduction pollution and reduction of deforestation የምንለው a method of biodiversity conservation ናቸው ማለት ነው። so the answer is B. አስረት ከኑ ጋፈተም የጉምስ species tokkorraa kaasee hanga reduction of deforestation kanneen jedhamu hundumaa maloota ittiin biodiversity kenna kunuunsinu waan ta'eef deebii gaafin gaafatamnerra deebii kadee ta'uu qadanda'u biodiversity conservation jechuudha. as we reduce the deforestation sinqannis we are fighting global warming and fighting soil erosion. biodiversity deforestation yeroo hir'isnu gara biraatti maal godhaa global warming keenyatti isa jirra akkasuma global warming kan dhufne godhaa jirra deebii soil erosion yookiin haramni biyyaadha kan dhufne godhaa we are fighting. so the answer is B. Gin agricultural expansion jechuun immoo maal the factor that losing biodiversity kenna ka itti lost ta'u tokko agriculture dha jechuudha. agricultural expansion. Question number 29. Which one of the following is not endemic to Ethiopia? ለኢትዮጵያ ብርቅዬ ያልሆነ የቱ ነው? A, mango, B, ዝግባ, C, ኑግ, D, insect. so the answer is A, mango. mango ለኢትዮጵያ ብርቅዬ አይደለም ማለት ነው። let us see explanation. endemic plant species in Ethiopia ለኢትዮጵያ ብርቅዬ የሆኑ plant species ቴፍ፣ እንሰት፣ ኑግ፣ ጎመን ዘር፣ ሱፍ፣ ጁኒፐር ኦር ጼድ፣ ተልባ የምንለው ከነን ጀኑን ኩነ ኢትዮጵያ ዳፊ Itoophiyaa keessa biqiloota argaman qofa jechuudha. Itoophiyaaf adda warra ta'an biqiloota adda ta'an yookiin biyya biraatti kan argaman Itoophiyaa malee jechuudha. So due to that mango ni Itoophiyaaf endemic አይደለም ማለት ነው. So the answer is A. Question number 30. Which one of the following national park is characterized by presence of wildlife such as elephant, lion, cheetah, and giraffe? A. Bale, B. Awas, C. Mago, D. Samin Mountain National Park. So the answer is C. Mago is characterized by this presence of wildlife. Latest explanation. Mago National Park የምንለው persons of wildlife like giraffe, lions, elephant, buffalo, cheetah, zebra, leopard, ox, and whereas black rhinos also may be found. ስለዚህ ናሽናል ፓርክ ነው ማጎ ናሽናል ፓርክ ነው በዚህ ካራክተራይዝ የሚሆነው ማለት ነው። የባሌ ማውንቴን ናሽናል ፓርክም በዚሁ አንቢቡ that is like ጭላዳ ባቦን ማውንቴን ያላ ኢትዮጵያ ወልቪስ የተለያዩ ይገኛሉ ማለት ነው እዛ ውስጥ። ሰሜን ናሽናል ፓርክ ውስጥም በወርልድ ሄሪቴጅ ሳይት የሆነው ናሽናል ፓርክ ነው። ዋሊያ ኢቤክስ ኢትዮጵያ ወልቪስ ጭላዳ ባቦን amazing protection area which is declared World Heritage ላይ declared የሆነው ናሽናል ፓርክ ነው ማለት ነው። ሶ ጋፊር ከን ጋፈተመን ቢኔንሶን akka elefantii naawwan cheetah jiraafii kanneen keessa argaman national park mago keessatti jechuudha. Kan baalees ka Summit Mountain illee dubbisa. Summit Mountain maal jedhamee beekama? It is declared on World Heritage. It has many peaks above 4,000 meters. Okay, dubbisa kan kanaafis jechuudha. Awash National Park namo maalin beekama dormant volcano ነው የሚታወቀው which is known as Fantalle dormant volcano ነው beekama Awash National Park akkasuma bineensota baay'ee keessatti argama simbirroota baay'ee keessatti argama dubbisa. Just read also about Awash National Park. Question number 31. A kingdom Animalia, which is phylum poisons it is prey by tentacles that contain staining cells. A. Nematode. B. Coleonterata. B. Coleonterata. C. Annelid. D. Porifera. So the answer should be B. Coleonterata. Let us explanation. Phylum Coleonterata or Cnidarius include some exceptional beautiful creatures and also some very poisonous ones. They are soft-bodied with tentacles for capturing prey and have one opening, radially symmetrical, and see anemone and hydra jellyfish ተመሳሰሉት ኤግዛምፕሎች ናቸው ማለት ነው። ኮሌንተራ ኮንሲደር ከንጀኑን ቢዩቲፉል ክሬቸር ይሌን ቀባ አከቱማ ሙራስን ሳኒ ፖይዘን ሄዳ ማለት ነው። ባይ ወሮት ሀዳ መደሰን ሄዳችሁ ሶፍት ቦዲ ታንክ ቴንታክል ሲፈየደሙ ወንቶት አደሞዳፍ ቴንታክል ሲወር ፈየደመን ሄዳ ራዲያሊ ሳይሜትሪያል ፈከኛፍ ሲያሞን ሀድራ ጄሊፊሽ ከነንጀዱ ፈከኛ Coleonterata jechuudha. So the answer is B correctly. Phylum Nematode kan jennu round worms kanneen jedhudha. They have thread like body, bilateral symmetrical nacho. They have a digestive system with mouth and anus yallacho. Scrasis and Floridae kanneen jennu example nacho ማለት ነው. Phylum Annelid ብናየው ደግሞ they are segmented worms ናቸው. They have closed circulatory system, are hermatophyte, have chite for movement. Example earthworm, lake የምንለው የአኔሊድ ፋይለም ስር ይገኙ ናቸው ማለት ነው። they have chite for movement, don't forget. ፋይለም አኔሊድ ከንጀኑን segmented wormidha, closed circulatory system qabu. They have chite for movement, don't forget. chite sochidhaaf chite fayyadamachuu. Phylum Porphyra demo, they are known as sponges. They are simplest invertebrates. They are hollow filter feeders. They have coordinations, so don't forget. These are also have filter feeders. They are hollow filter pupils. Don't forget read for this other that are written on. Question 32. Mosses are grouped under division of brophyte because they lack true root system and vascular tissue. B, they have true leaves, stem and root. C, they have flat and broad leaves. D, are evergreen and photosynthesize all a year around. So the answer is A. They lack true root system and vascular tissue. Let us explanation. Mosses are grouped under brophyte division because they lack true root system and vascular tissue. Means that they lack true root. Kanachu maalichuudha Mossesin brophyte jalatti kan ramadamuu danda'aniif tokkoffaa hidda dhugaan qabanii lammaffaa vascular tissue dha miti jechuudha. Garuu they have root like structure which is known as rhizoids. So the answer is perfectly A. Question number 33. If you are asked to draw a pyramid of biomass of an aquatic habitat that contains zooplankton, herring, sea lions, phytoplankton, which organisms should be placed at the top of the pyramid? A, phytoplankton. B, zooplankton. C, herrings. D, sea lions. So the answer is D, sea lions. Let us see explanation. አኳቲክ ሲስተም ውስጥ መጀመሪያ ቦቱም ላይ የሚገኘው ፋይቶፕላንክተን ነው። ከዛ ቀጥሎ ዙፕላንክተን ነው። ከዛ ሄሪንግ ነው። ከዛ ሲ ላውንስ ነው። ሶ ሲ ላውንስ ቶፕ ላይ የሚገኝ ፒራሚድ ኦፍ ባዮማስ ላይ ቶፕ ላይ ይገኛል ማለት ነው። ከነቱ ማጀቹዳ ስርነኮ ቢሻኒ ከገላና ከሰት ፋይቶፕላንክተን ከነን ጀኑን ጀለረት ተርገሙ ይችላል። akkasumatti taasee zooplankton jira achirraan herring jira top yookiin gubbaarratti kanneen argaman sea lions dha jechuudha. So the answer is correctly D. Okay, question 34. Which one of the following is an adaptation to reduce water loss in plants? Having A single layer epidermis in leaves, B thin broad leaves, C large and wide stomata, C leaf covered with waxy cuticle. So water lost in dion የሚያደርገው waxy cuticle ነው። ወኪም ቢሻና ከቢልቱ ከሳ lost ታይም በነካን እርኩ waxy cuticle ይዳችላል። So the answer is D, leaves covered with waxy cuticle. Let us see explanation. Waxy cuticle reduce water loss from the plant leaf. It is also known as waterproof layer. So the answer is correctly D. Question number 35. Why are arctic animals such as warblers and whales large in the body size? 2. A reduce water heat loss. B move in water bodies easily. C capture their prey without challenge. D increase their surface area. The answer is A, to reduce heat loss. Let us see explanation. Animals that live in cold climate, aquatic animal adapted to reduce heat loss from their body as much as possible. The amount of heat lost is closely linked to surface area, means large in the body. This explains why so many aquatic animals such as seals, whales and polar bears are collectively relatively large. So it keeps surface area or volume ratio small as possible, and then helps to them hold their body heat, so to reduce heat loss. So the answer is A. ኤ ላይ ምንድን ነው? አርክቲክ በጣም ቀዝቃዛ ቦታ ለሚኖሩ አኒማሎች ትልቅ ናቸው። ለምን? ላርጅ ቦዲ ያላቸው። ለምን? ቮሉም ሬሻቸው ለማቀነስ። ይሄ ቮሉም ሬሻቸው ሲቀንስ ምን ይሆናል ማለት ነው? ሂት ሎስቱ በጣም ሪዲዩስድ ይቀንሳል ማለት ነው። ቢግሎን በቆራ ጅራታን ቃማ ይወላል ጉርጉዳ ናቸው። ገሩ ቮሉም ሬሻዎች ሳኔ ጋር ፈላለሞ ቮሉም ሬሽዮ ሳኔ ጥቃዳ አስናው ቃማን ጉርጉዳ ከንታን ቮሉም ሬሽዮ ሳኔ ጥቃዳ ቃማን ጥቆ ከንታሞ ቮሉም ሬሽዮ ሳኔ ጉዳ ሶ ሰበብ ቢንሳ reduce heat loss from their body diet. Reduce heat loss from their body. Those are answers. Question 36. The Institute of Biodiversity Conservation is one of the biological research institutes of Ethiopian attempting to conserve genetic resource of the country. As such as institute's major research efforts is focused on all of the following except one. A. Microorganism conservation. B. Animal conservation. C. Soil conservation. D. Plant conservation. So the answer is C. Soil conservation. Let us explanation. The Institute of Biodiversity Conservation started off conserving the gene of Ethiopian plants. Now the institute is involved in the plant conservation, animal conservation, microorganisms conservation in Ethiopia. Yeroma Biodiversity Conservation Institute kan jennu wantoonni isaan hojjetan baay'ina keessa irratti xiyyeeffatan tokkoffaa plant conservation dha, lammaffaa animal conservation dha, sadaffaa microorganism conservation dha jechuudha. So no time Institute of Biodiversity Conservation not working on soil conservation. It is not major one, but it is minor. So the answer is C. Soil conservation. Question 37. The importance of stains in microscopic investigation is to explain by their effect in A. Increasing resolution, B. Creating contrast, C. Increasing magnification, D. Decreasing air bubbles. So the answer is stain የምንጠቀመው ለምንድን ነው? ክሊር የሆነ ኢሜጅ ለማለት ነው። ስለ ኮንትራስቱ ኢንክሪዝድ እንዲሆን ነው ማለት ነው። ወይ ደግሞ ክሬቲንግ ዘ ኮንትራስት ወይ ደግሞ ስቴኒ kan fayyadamnuuf ማይክሮስኮፕ jalatti akka sirni mul'atuuf jechuudha. So the answer is B. The purpose of staining is to increase or creating contrast. It is that used to enable better visualization of cell and cell parties under microscope. So the answer is B. Question 38. One of the following problems can occur if liver does not properly carry out its digestive system. A. Increased alkalinity of the intestine. B. Incomplete digestion of polysaccharide. C. Partial digestion of food, absorption of digested food. D. Partial digestion of fat. So the answer is D. ለምንድን ነው ሊቨራችን ወይ ጉበት በስራ ያልተዋጣ ያህነ ስራው ምን የቱ ነው ከሱ ጋር የሚገናኘው የሚለው ስለዚህ ፓርሻል ዳይጀሽን ሊቨር ካለ there is complete digestion of fat ስለሆነ ሙሉ በሙሉ ኖርማል ከሆነ so there is problem with liver, there is partial digestion of fat. The answer is so D. let us see explanation. The liver makes bile that has two important jobs. The first is neutralizing acidic condition in the stomach and makes semi-digested food alkaline. This is ideal for enzyme in the small intestine, which works most effectively increasing alkaline environment. ሁለተኛው ምንድነው? Bile also emulsify the fat into in your body. It breaks down large drops into smaller ones. This provides much bigger surface area to fat, so the lipase enzyme to work on a breakdown fat completely into fatty acid and glycerol. እዚህ ላይ ሊቨር ኖርማል ከሆነ አንደኛ ኒውትራሊቲ አልካሊቲ ምን ያናል ማለት ነው። አልካላይት ኢንተስታይን ይጨምራል። ሁለተኛ ሙሉ በሙሉ ፋት ዳይጀስትድ ይሆናል ማለት ኖርማል ከሆነ። ሶ አሁን ዲ ላይ ያለው ፓርሻል ዳይጀሽን ኦፍ ፋት ስለሆነ ኮምፕሊት ስላልሆነ ሊቨር ላይ ፕሮብሌም አለ ብለን እንገምታለን ማለት ነው። ሌላ ኤሮሚክ ሊቨራችን ኦኬን ትሩምኪኛ ወጂ ሌላ መጉርጉዳ ተኮፋ ኒውትራላይዝ ኦኬን ገር አልካላይኒቲ ጂጂራ እኒ ብራሞ ፋቲ አሲዲ ሙሉ በሙሉ ጉቱት አከዳከሙታ ያሳቸው ገሩ ጋፍረክኒ ትሩ ወጂንጅሩ ፋቲን partially digested it. Kanafu, the answer is D. Question number 39. Which of the following is correct order of food substance, enzyme, and breakdown product of the digestive process in the stomach, respectively? አንደኛ food substance ቀጣይ enzyme እሱን የሚፈጫው enzyme ዳይጀስት የሚያደርገው ኤንዛይም እና ዘን ፕሮዳክቱ ጋራ በትክክል የተቀመጠው የቱ ነው ይላል። ኤ ስታርች ሊፔስ ግሉኮስ፣ ቢ ፋት ትራይፕሲን ግሊሰሮል፣ ሲ ፕሮቲን ፔፕሲን አሚኖ አሲድ፣ ዲ ሊፒድ አሚሌስ ፋቲ አሲድ። ሶ ዘ አንሰር ኢዝ ሲ ፕሮቲን ፔፕሲን አሚኖ አሲድ። ሌት አስ ሲ ኤክስፕላኔሽን። starch በምን enzyme digested ይሆናል? carbohydrates like amylase and maltase, product is glucose. Protein is digested by protease or pepsin, trypsin, which is product is amino acid. Correct on our answer. Lipid or fat and oils digested by lipase and their product is fatty acid and glycerol. So the correct one is C. نيات enzyme في product ثاني بواساني وجن ترتيبا كسر تاعي سير كنجر واجد protein pepsin and amino acid. Question number 35. Why are archaic animals such as warriors and whales large in the body size? 2. A reduce water heat loss. B move in water bodies easily. C capture their prey without challenge. D increase their surface area. The answer is A, to reduce heat loss. Let us see explanation. Animals that live in cold climates, aquatic animal adapted to reduce heat loss from their body as much as possible. The amount of heat lost is closely linked to surface area, means large in the body. This explains why so many aquatic animals such as seals, whales and polar bears are collectively relatively large. So it keeps surface area or volume ratio small as possible and then helps to them hold their body heat. So to reduce heat loss. So the answer is A. ላይ ምንድነው አርክቲክ በጣም ቀዝቃዛ ቦታ ለሚኖሩ አኒማሎች ትልቅ ናቸው። ለምን ላርጅ ቦዲ ያላቸው? ለምን ቮሉም ሬሾቸው ለማቀነስ። ይሄ ቮሉም ሬሾቸው ሲቀንስ ምን ሆነን ማለት ነው ሂት ሎስቱ በጣም reduced ይቀንሳል ማለት ነው ቢግሎን በቁራ ጅራታን ቃማ ይወላል ጉርጉዳ ዳቸው ገሩ ቮሉም ሬሽዮች ሳኒ ጋር ፈላልሞ ቮሉም ሬሽዮ ሳኒ ጥቃዳ አስናው ቃማን ጉርጉዳ ካንታን ቮሉም ሬሽዮ ሳኒ ጥቃዳ ቃማን ጥቆ ካንታሞ ቮሉም ሬሽዮ ሳኒ ጉዳ ሶ ሰበብ ቢንሳ reduce heat loss from their body ዳቸው reduce heat loss from their body those answers there Question number 41. When 3 fatty acid molecules and a glycerol molecules undergo concentration reaction, they form A. Peptide bond and protein, B. Ester bond and a triglyceride, C. Glycoside bond and a polysaccharide, D. Phosphate bond and phospholipid. So the answer is B. Ester bond and a triglyceride. The answer is B. Let us explanation. 3 fat molecules ከግሊሰሮል ጋር በኮንደንሴሽን ሪአክሽን ሲገናኙ ትራይግሊሰራይድ ይፈጥራሉ ግን ፋቲ አሲድ ሰዲፊ ግሊሰሮሊን ቶክ ኮንደንሴሽን ሪአክሽን ይዳየሮ ሁለት መከማን ትራይግሊሰራይድ ኦሙ አከሰው ቦንዲን ጀረክና ጅዶ ይሩ ስተር ቦንድ ዳይችላል the bond that found between them is what ester bond glycoside bond የምንለው ደግሞ it is bond between holds two monosaccharide unit together and their polymers form polysaccharide by concentration reaction and also peptide bond is a bond that links two amino acid and their polymers form protein the other is phospholipid are formed when two fatty acid molecules are bonded to glycerol and the third place take is phosphate group glycoside bond kan jennu monosaccharide unity kan monosaccharide unity lama kan walitti hidu glycoside bond da peptide bond kan jennu ammo amino acid kan walitti hidu da bond amino acid lama jiddu jiru polymerin amino acid maluma protein da phospholipid kan jennu ammo phospholipid ማራው ማማ ፋቲ አሲድ ለማ ግሊሰሮል ፊ phosphate ተቆራ can umam which so the answer that is 2 fatty acid sadi glycerol toko under concentration reaction kan umam ester bond and triglyceride which is found on B in water question number 42 in water phospholipids become organized into bilayer. This configuration, which part of bilayer faces toward water? A. Hydrocarbon tail, B. Fatty acid tail, C. Phosphate head, D. Glycerol head. The answer is C. Phosphate head. Let us see explanation. There are two distinct regions of phospholipid molecules that become organized into a bilayer. Hydrophilic or water-loving region, which consisting phosphate head, hydrophobic water-hating region, which consists the hydrocarbon test. እዚህ ላይ አሁን ምንድነው የምናየው ሄድ የሆነው ወይ ደግሞ ሃይድሮፊሊክ የምንለው ወደ water ፌስ ያደርጋል ወይ ደግሞ water loving ነው ማለት ነው which consists phosphate head. hydrophobic የምንለው ደግሞ water hating region ነው ማለት ነው which consisting hydrocarbon tails. hydrocarbons hydrophilic kan jennuun phosphate group kan qabu bishaan jaalata yookiin gara bishaanitti feestaa jechuudha hydrophilic hydrophobic kan jennuun ammoo water heating region dha jechuudha kun ammoo maal qaba hydrocarbons ta'ee bishaan gara bishaan irraa kan dheessu hydrophobic dha gara bishaanitti ammoo toward face kan ta'u ammoo hydrophilic dha jechuudha so the answer is that bilayer that face toward the water is the answer, which is found on C, phosphate head. Look this picture. ፎስፎሊፒድ ባይላየር ላይ አሁን ስናየው ሄዱን ወደ ውሃ ነው ማለት ነው። ወደ ታችም ወደ ላይም ያለው ግን ሃይድሮፎቢክ ቴልስ kan jennu nammo bishaan irraa gara keessaatti dheessaniiru jechuudha. Gara bishaaniitti toward face kan ta'amu head isaaniitti hydrophilic head which is phosphate group or phosphate head. So the answer is C. Question number 43. A student wanted to conduct chemical tests on known food particles and used the following chemicals and the materials. A. Test tube and borate solution. B. Test tube, ethanol, water and filter. C. Test tube, Benedict solution, water base. D. Test tube and iodine solution. Which of the above student placed test tube for lipid test ለማድረግ ከላይ የተዘረዘሩት የቱ ላይ ነው የቱ ስቱደንት ነው የሚለው? A student, B student, D, C student, C, D student A. So the answer should be student B, A student B ይሆናል ማለት ነው። The answer is A. Let us explanation. Biological test for range of biological molecules include iodine test for starch, Benedict test for reducing sugar. Reducing sugar include glucose, fructose, maltose, lactose, but it's not sucrose. At end of test, it shows yellow, orange, or red precipitate or color. Benedict solution also for non-reducing sugar means if solution remains blue. There can be no reducing sugar present. The other is borate test for proteins, and the other is emulsion test for lipid. These lipids are insoluble in organic solvents such as ethanol, but it is insoluble in water. Chemical and material needed for lipid test are test tube, ethanol, water, and filter paper. So the answer that is needed test tube, ethanol, water, and filter paper is for lipid, which is found on student B. So the answer is A. A student B የሚለው ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ ምንድነው እዚህ ላይ የምናየው ለባዮሎጂካል ሞለኪውልስ ያሉ ቴስቶች ሶስት ቦታ ከፍለን ማለት እንችላለን ማለት ነው። ሃይድሮካርበንስ ቴስት ፎር ሃይድሮካርበንስ ከተባልነው iodine test for starch, Benedict test for reducing and not reducing sugar የሚለው በደም መያዝ አለብን። ሌላ ደግሞ ምንድነው borate test የሚለው for proteins ነው። emulsion test, whole spot test ምናምን የምንለው ደግሞ for lipid ነው ማለት ነው። አስረት ማላላ biological molecules test kan jennuun bakka saditti qoonne ilaaluu dandeenya. Hydrocarbons test kan jennuun iodine test, Benedict test kan jennuun hydrocarbons test dha jechuudha. Akkasuma borate test kan jennuun protein dha fi emulsion test kan jennuun or all spot test kan jennuun lipid dha fi jechuudha. So ka gaafira kan gaafatameen deebiin sirrii kan ta'u lipid dha birra ka student B dha, which is found on choose A. Question number 44. Niacin is used to make the coenzyme A FAD, B ADP, C NAD, D AMP. So the answer is C NAD. Let us explanation. The common coenzymes and their function: nicotine amide, adenine dinucleotide, min vitamin niacin ይፈልጋል ማለት ነው። Niacin is so important to make coenzyme that is known as NAD. Riboflavin ብንባል ፋድ ይሆናል ማለት ነው, which is known as flavin adenine dinucleotide. So asirratti niacin kan barbaadu ኮንዛይሚካሊ ኒኮቲናይድ አማይድ አዲኒን ዳይኒክሎታይድ የምንለው ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ሶ ዘ አንሰር ኢዝ ሲ። enzyme that require also mineral ions as cofactor የምንለው የሚባሉትን ዶቢሳ just read for this also, it is useful. Okay, question number 45. The following are reaction types catalyzed by different classes of enzyme. 1. Transferring hydrogen and oxygen atom. 2. Changing the molecular form of the substrate. 3. Joining the two molecules by formation of new bond. Which class of enzyme catalyzed the above reaction according to their consecutive order? በኦርደር ላይ አንድ እስከ 3 የተዘረዘሩት የስራቸው ከኤንዛይም ስራዎች ጋር የተያዘ የቱ ነው ይላል። ኤ ትራንስፈሬዝ ሃይድሮሌዝ ላይሲስ፣ ቢ ኦክሲዶሬዳክቴዝ አይሶመሬዝ ላይጌዝ፣ ሲ oxidoreductase hydrolase and lysis, D transferase isomerase and ligase. So the answer should be B. Let us see classes or classification of enzyme with their function. Transferring hydrogen and oxygen atom is the function of oxidoreductase enzyme, and also change molecular form of the substrate is the function of isomerase, and the joining of two molecules by formation of bond is the function of ligase. So the correct order with their function is which bond on B oxidoreductase isomerase ligase የምንለው ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ውጂ ፊ كلاسي انزيم وجين كول ترتيبا كتاي بير كنجر وجودا. So the answer is B. Question number 46. Hydrogen ions that used to turn the rotor of ATP synthesis come from A. Phosphorylation of ADP, B. Oxidation of NADH, C. Hydrolysis of ATP, D. Reduction of NADH in the FADH2. So the answer is D. Let us see explanation. How are hydrogen atoms transfer from glucose to ATP synthesis? Two molecules are important in this transfer process. The first one is nicotine amide adenine dinucleotide. The second one is fulvine adenine dinucleotide. Both are coenzymes are capable of accepting hydrogen ions and have been reduced. So we write the reduced form of this molecule NADH and FADH, or NADH reduced or FAD reduced. This molecule can release hydrogen ions, become oxidized again, and the hydrogen ions can be used to turn the rotor of ATP synthesis. So the answer is correctly D. Question number 47. What triggers fermentation of during exercise? Fermentation during exercise: A. Shortage of oxygen, B. Overactivity of respiratory enzyme, C. Production of ATP beyond cell diamond, D. Presence of excess glucose. So the answer is A. Shortage of oxygen. Let us see explanation. Lactic formation during exercise. During exercise, energy demand of muscle cell increase, but aerobic respiration is insufficient to meet this energy demand. So your muscle cell produce lactic acid fermentation to give you energy during this difficult physical activity. This is usually happen when there is not enough oxygen in the body. So during exercise, fermentation triggered by shortage of oxygen, and when production of ATP is less than cell diamond, or when the body needs a lot of energy in hurry. أسرت مالي fermentation يرو أكل بقعد إنكاسة سنادرك ፈርመንቴሽን ታይገርድ የሚያደርገው ሾርቴጅ ኦፍ ኦክሲጅን ሲኖር እንደዛውም ኤቲፒ ከሴል ከሚፈልገው በታች ኢነርጂው በጣም ሲቀንስ ቢዮንድ ከሆነ አለፈ ነው ሌስ መሆን አለበት ሌስ ነው ማለት ነው ስለዚህ ታይገርድ ፈርመንቴሽን ታይገርድ ይሆናል አስረማላላ የሮ ስፖርቶጀን ላክቴክቲን ንበድ ኩነሙ ሰበማ ራድፋ ተኮፋ ህንቅና ኦክሲጅን ይወጅራል ሾርቴጅ ንብራሙ ሀማ ሴሊን ኤነርጂ ሴሊን በርባዱ ከዲዮ ኤቲፒን ፕሮዳክትስ ዝተ ላ ፈርመንቴሽን ታይገርድ ይሆናል ማለት ነው so the answer is correctly A. Question number 48. Which of the following process explains lactate production during anaerobic respiration of animal cell? A. Oxidation of pyruvate. B. Decarboxylation of pyruvate. C. Phosphorylation of pyruvate. D. Reduction of pyruvate. So the answer is D. Reduction of pyruvate. Let us explanation. Pyruvate is reduced to lactate in anaerobic respiration of animal cell, while pyruvate is decarboxylated to acetylaldehyde and then reduced to ethanol in anaerobic respiration of plant cell. So don't forget to read this. Okay, plant animal cell in anaerobic respiration rate pyruvate reduced ይሆናል ገሩ ኢምፕላንት ሴል ከሆነ aerobic respiration መጀመሪያ pyruvate decarboxylated to acetylaldehyde and then reduced to ethanol in plant cell. So don't forget your plant cell በዚሁ ያዙ question number 49. Which one of the following description holds for true link of reaction link reaction of respiration? A. Pyruvate react with coenzyme A to form acetyl coenzyme A. B. Glucose is converted into pyruvate through chain of reaction. C. Hydrogen ions and ATP are synthesized. D. Reduced NAD and reduced FAD are produced. So the answer that is a link reaction of respiration pyruvate react with coenzyme A to form acetyl coenzyme A. Let us explanation. There are 4 stages of aerobic respiration of glucose. These are glucolysis, glucose is converted into pyruvate with production of 2 ATP as 2 link reaction pyruvate reacts with coenzyme A to form acetyl coenzyme A. 3 Krebs cycle reduced NAD and reduced FAD are produced. 4 one is electron transport chain osmosis hydrogen ions and ATP are synthesized. So the answer should be correctly which is found on A. Let us see where they are take place. The first stage of glucose takes place in cytoplasm. After pyruvate is formed, it enters mitochondria for other stage. The link reaction and the Krebs cycle take place in fluid matrix or mitochondria, whereas reaction of electron transport chain and osmosis take place in inner mitochondrial membrane. So iddo insaan itti raawwatan reaction kun iddo insaan itti gaggeeffamu iddo garagaraatti just read እያንዳንዱ የግሉኮላይሲስ ሊንክ ሪአክሽን ክሬብስ ሳይክል ኤሌክትሮን ትራንስፖርት ቼን እንደ ኬሞሲስ የምንለው የተለያዩ ቦታ ላይ ነው ማለት ነው የተለያዩ ቦታ ላይ ነው ሪአክሽናቸው የሚፈጠረው just read again glucolysis take place in absence of oxygen and whereas the later 3 take place in presence of oxygen glucolysis oxygen የሌለበት ፕሌስ ነው take place የሚሆነው እንደዛውም የቀሩ ክሬብስ ሳይክል in a link reaction and the electron transport chain and the chemosis የምንለው in presence of oxygen ነው ሪአክሽናቸው የሚፈጠረው so need is oxygen when glucolysis is not need oxygen so the answer that is true about link reaction is which found on A pyruvate reacted with coenzyme A to form acetyl coenzyme A. Question number 50. Which one of the following is the new Darwin idea of evolution? Evolutionary changes occurs due to A. Inheritance of acquired characteristics. It is Lamarckism. B. Natural selection through genetics and behavior. Yeah, it is correct. C. Use and disuse of anatomical structure. D. Competition between living organisms. So the answer should be B. Natural selection through genetics and behavior. Let us see the neo-Darwin's take place accounts the knowledge of genetics, biochemistry, theology, which is now behavior, to modify Darwin original theory, which include effect of selections on alleles and the frequency behavior pattern. So natural selection through genetics and behavior is one of the neo-Darwin's idea of evolution. Lamarck proposed two part of theory explaining evolution based on use and disuse of anatomical structure and inheritance of acquired character. Darwin's theory also which states about those members that is adapted in environment more survival and reduced the greater number of that is not less adapted. Competition between living organisms is so stated by what? Darwin's. Asirratti maal laalla neo Darwinsin Darwinian original theory fayyadamuudhaan wanti lafa kaa'e maali natural selection through genetics and behavior jedhee lafa kaa'e jechuudha. Lamarck immoo evolutionii yeroo ibsu theory lama lafa kaa'ee ture. Use and disuse of anatomical structure fi inheritance acquired characteristics kan jedhu lafa kaa'ee ture jechuudha. Darwin's theory ammoo ka baay'ee competitionii yookiin well adapted competition kan ta'e survival, less adapted kan ta'e ammoo surviving ta'u jedhee lafa kaa'e. So competition between living organisms is stated by Darwin's theory. So the answer on Darwin's idea of evolution የሆነው የቱ ነው? Natural selection through genetics and behavior kan jedhudha jechuudha. So the answer is B. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget like, subscribe, share Aliyi Science YouTube channel. Okay, thank you again. Next time we will see entrance exam question from 51 to 75 party in part 3. Until that, good time for you. Thank you again for watching this video. So good time and study hard for you and get so best marks from your exam. Thank you again.